Okay, very good day everybody. Welcome to another video, to another live stream. I am your personal funky sim pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko and I will be your captain for today's flight. And today's flight will take us from the wonderful Nice at the Côte d'Azur in the south of France with the Vueling livery for the Airbus A320 from the Fenix team to Madrid in Spain. We are looking at an en route flight time of around 2 hours. The air time is about 1 hour 35 minutes total flight, and you can see actually if you look here the surrounding the area, this actually looks really nice here in the south of France. It's a very detailed airport as it would seem. So here is our A320 Airbus with the Vueling livery. So we are on the VATSIM network. So the idea is to also have a little bit of control. The last time I did it, I had some issues with the audio. So let's see how this will work for us today. Speaking of which, I was not fully prepared, so let me quickly go and grab a piece of pen and a piece of paper. I will be right back. Okay, so here we are. So like a pen and paper is always handy to have nearby, close by, because you know the controller is going to give you some clearance, and you have to be able to read it back and note down the exact things that they're telling you. So yeah, so here we are. So we are flying in real world time and real world weather. There's a beautiful moon right there. Hope you can see it. And the sun is setting behind the hills here in Nice. And I guess by the time we will be arriving in Madrid, it will actually be dark. So let's hop on in and let's start up the aircraft and get this thing going. And hopefully we can connect to the VATSIM, or at least they can hear us. So let's start up the aircraft. We turn on both of the batteries. The aircraft comes to life. There is ground power available, so we click that as well. Crew oxygen supply goes to on. Ground control goes to on. We align the aiders. 1, 2, and the third is the backup, which is sitting in the middle right there. We turn on the strobe lights and the nav lights and the non-smoking signs, and we arm the emergency exit lights. And let's make sure that the temperatures in the aircraft are nice and cool. Let's see, so the aircraft is now powering up. So while it is doing this, let us have a look here at the USB, and let's download the flight plan from the SimBrief website. You can just do it by clicking, which is absolutely a convenience. Tap to import from SimBrief, and it will just start importing it, which is obviously very nice. So we got 21 minutes before we go. So let's go to ground services, no mass imbalance, and let's resend the load sheet. This means got planned 160 passengers, so let's load up the aircraft in real time. That's 27 minutes, so we will definitely have a delay of about 6 minutes. Planned fuel is 2,175 kilograms. Loaded fuel is 47. Sorry, this is the cargo. The fuel is 7,698. I was thinking it's fairly low. 7,698. We got 3,000 something in, so fueling has started now. And let's see. The boarding should have started, but let's have a look. I had some things that should have been automatically. Let's go to ground services. Let's see if we can toggle the jetway manually. There you go. There comes the jetway, because the door is already open. But so obviously it's a little bit dangerous. Otherwise we should put some stairs there. Okay, anyway, so let's see if this thing is going to make it. Looks like probably. There it comes. No, don't come to me. No. Okay. Alright. So the aircraft, while it is loading, let us also quickly go here to the Navigraph, and we can load up all the charts that we will be needing to fly our departure route, and to have the airport diagram so that we know where to drive on the airport. And let's also go to the pilot briefing, and here you do the same. You just click on the import button and it will import the flight plan straight from the SimBrief website. So there you go, it's importing from SimBrief. Alright, so we have cost index of 1.5 and the cruising altitude is flight level 310. Alright, so let's now focus our attention on the MCDU menu. So you go to ATSU, ALC, flight initialization. So you click the initialization data request. It will request your flight plan. Very absolutely convenient. We got Vueling 812 from Nice to Madrid. On route time, estimate on route time is 1 hour 35 minutes. So you go to the init A page, and here basically you do the same. So we had cost index 1.5 and cruising altitude 310. So let's put in Vueling 812, cost index 1.5 and flight level 310, and then we can go and collect all the winds. Wind request. So it's going to request some winds for us. Okay, so that's loaded in. So the flight plan, so we got the flight plan loaded in. So now for the departure, let's have a look. This is off the screen, but let's have a look what is available. We got ATIS here, 129er decimal 625. So 129er decimal 625. Oh, come on. Come on, please. Decimal 625. So maybe there is an audible ATIS, that would be really cool.
Landing runway 04 left, takeoff 04 right. Expected approach RNP Alpha, VPP Alpha. Expected departure 7 Alpha and 7 Bravo. Transition level 60. Alpha 1, Bravo 1, Charlie 1 are holding points of an active runway. Wind 210 degrees, 6 knots. Clouds cover. Temperature 26, 2.21. QNH 1016. Confirm on initial contact that you have received information hotel.
Okay, so that's about what we need, I guess. Let's have one more listen.
Bonsoir. This is Night Côte d'Azur Information Hotel recorded at 1900 UTC. Landing runway 04 left, takeoff 04 right. Expected approach RNP Alpha, VPP
okay,
Alpha.
So that's what we need.
Expected departure 7 Alpha and 7 Bravo.
So let's see if we can get our clearance. We go to, I guess we go to tower, 118.7.
Charlie 1 are holding points of an active runway. Wind 210 degrees, 6 knots. Clouds cover. Temperature 26, 2.21. QNH 1.
So 118.7, hopefully we can connect to the tower. 118.7. Let's have a look. And let's first see what should be our departure. So departure should be runway 04 right. But we do not understand. The wind is from 210. So that's interesting.
Please change frequencies to F257.
Right, so let's have a look. Where's the pen? We will definitely be needing this. Bonsoir, Vueling 812. Aircraft is 320. We're requesting IFR clearance to Madrid. We have information hotel QNH 1016.
Miss Tower, can speed 357 go over to approach now, please?
Looks like there's nothing in the cost again.
0357, this is Nice approach. Looks like our tower crashed. You identified climb level 170.
Climb level 170, speed 357, and yeah, I was wondering what was happening there.
Yeah, he's coming. Easy 38 Tango, cleared RNP Alpha, approach 1004 left, number 1.
Number 1 clear for the RNP Alpha, 04 left, easy 38 Tango.
Good evening, Vueling 812, radio check please.
Direct or CAC. Quality 06 Bravo Zulu, wind 210 degrees at 6 knots, 1004 right, cleared for takeoff. Got 2 Foxtrot Alpha and Alpha VATC available, frequency change approved, bye-bye.
Check 1 2, check 1 2. It looks like the mic is not working here in the windows. Let me just double check this.
Got 2 Foxtrot Alpha.
Frequency change approved, good day, sir.
Stewart 357,
Check 1 2.
direct Admiral.
Check. Okay, this seems to be working.
Direct Amiro, speed 357, and do you still want to maintain 210 knots, or?
You've got free speed now, thank you.
Free speed, speed 357.
Got on Nano Tango Golf, welcome to Nice, taxi straight ahead on Golf, then Tango, then 6 Alpha.
Let's have one more check here, wait a minute.
Check
1 2,
check
check 1 2.
one, two.
Okay, let's see what So we got
Avec
this
04
one.
Victor, descendez altitude 4000 pieds, QNH 1016.
Descend 4000 pieds, QNH 1016, Caravelle 04 Victor.
Quality 06 Bravo identifié, montez niveau 140.
Vueling 812, radio check please.
Calling 812, I read you 5.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so it looks like we're live. That's good. Bonsoir, Vueling 812. We've got information hotel requesting IFR clearance to Madrid.
Quality 06 Bravo Zulu, contactez-moi sur 134,475.
So it looks like 04 right is the departure runway, so that part is good. Get aircraft landing. So we had this the other day. We were checking and they heard us, but then when we were asking for clearance, somehow it looks like we were not heard. I do not understand what's going on, but let's try this again. Good evening, Vueling 812 requesting IFR clearance to Madrid. We have information hotel.
Easy 38 Tango, contact tower 118.7.
118.7, thanks so much for your help, easy 38 Tango. Good evening, easy 38 Tango with you.
This is 3 Tango Nice Tower, good evening. Continue approach, you are number 1, runway 04 left.
Number 1 for 04 left, easy 38 Tango.
So let's see, we are connected voice server, flight plan has been filed. We're connected to the tower. Yeah. That's strange, right? I mean, looks like they heard us, but when we asked for the clearance, this was the last time as well. Why would that be? Good evening.
357, switch over to Unicom, 122.8. Have a good evening, bye-bye.
122.8, have a good night, Spirit 2000.
Good evening, Vueling 812 requesting... Oh man.
Foxtrot 54 Charlie Echo, Nice Tour, bonsoir monsieur, je vous reçois 5 sur 5.
Fox 54 Charlie Echo, je reçois 5 également, je vous remercie. Un TBM 900, une personne à bord. Nous souhaitons commencer par des tours de piste, s'il vous plaît.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, c'est bien reçu, je vous rappelle tout de suite, n'hésitez pas.
So we got the Bado, departure, border something, EPOLO something, Irma, Lank, Lons,
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, prévoyez un départ
Côte,
piste 04 gauche,
Ruba,
départ de piste main droite et transpondeur
Ruby,
7002.
Soder,
Voilà, 04 gauche,
Touri,
des tours de piste main droite, le transpondeur 70.
Ware, our,
hôtel à bord.
we should be the EPOLO 7 Alpha.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, c'est correct, rappelez prêt pour le roulage. Easy 38 Tango, wind 210 degrees, 6 knots, runway 04 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 04 left, easy 38 Tango.
Vueling 812 ready for IFR clearance.
Charlie Echo, prêt au roulage.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, roulez jusqu'au point d'attente Charlie Unité, piste 04 gauche via uniforme.
I'm going to try one more time,
Et 04 gauche, bien uniforme.
and I will press down the push to talk button a little longer before I speak. Vueling 812 ready for IFR clearance. We have information hotel. Good evening, Vueling 812 requesting IFR clearance. We have information hotel. Vueling 812 radio check please. This does not seem to be working. That's a shame. I don't know why. They heard us the first time. I didn't change a thing. I've never had this before. I do not understand why. Why would this be?
Easy 3 Tango, base 85 hotel.
Easy 38 Tango, welcome to gate 44 via uniform and right on Charlie.
Uniform right on Charlie and then stand 1 correction 44, easy 38 Tango.
Vueling 812 information hotel requesting IFR clearance to Madrid.
Vueling 3812 Nice Tower, bonsoir. You are clear to Madrid via the EPOLO 7 Alpha departure, runway 04 right, initial climb flight level 100 and squawk 5610.
The EPOLO 7 Alpha departure, initial climb altitude 100, squawk 5610, Vueling 812.
Vueling 812, just to confirm, initial climb is flight level 100.
Initial climb is flight level 100, thank you.
Vueling 812 is back correct, report ready for push and start.
Okay, so something appears to be working. Do not completely understand why, but... So, EPOLO 7 Alpha, we got that.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, traversée, piste 04 gauche autorisée,
So we inserted.
Puis alignez-vous pour le décollage, pardon.
For now, we do not do the arrival yet. So the
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, alignez-vous piste 04 gauche et attendez.
secondary, we copy. Red nav, it's all there. So unit Bravo. So the fuel is finished.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo,
Still boarding.
210 degrés, 6 nœuds, piste
Ground
04
surfaces,
gauche,
no.
autorisé décollage, et rappelez vent arrière.
We go to the departure performance page. So 67.6 and 29. 67.6/29. And for the block fuel, we will check here in the pilot briefing. It was 7.6, I believe. 769, so let's say 7.7. 7.7 for the block fuel, and we put it in there. And to repeat, I do not think we have to do this now because we already loaded in the wind. So it's calculating, very good. So the performance page, let's have a look. Departure performance. One 146, 1020, flap 1 and 59. 133, 146.
Next tour, bonjour, Caravelle 04 Victor, RNT Alpha, piste 04 gauche.
Caravelle 04 Victor, Nice Tour, bonsoir monsieur, continuez approche, piste 04 gauche, vous êtes numéro 1.
Continuez approche, piste 04 gauche, numéro 1, Caravelle 04 Victor.
So we enter the thrust reduction and the acceleration altitude, and engine out acceleration altitude is 1020 as well. And we could see that we have a 59 flex takeoff temperature, and we go flap 1.
Tango, frequency change approved, thanks for flying to Nice, have a good evening, bye bye.
So that covers that. Let's set the QNH 1016. We could also maybe use the cheat button there, 1016. Let's have some lights here on the flight deck.
Charlie Echo, début de vent arrière pour un toucher.
And the fueling is completed, so we could also go to turn on the
bien
seatbelt sign.
rappelez ça vent arrière.
Beacon sign go on in the wing because we are about to start up the engines, so let's start up the APU. Wait a couple of seconds and we click start. Let's also turn on the fuel pumps. All to get ready for our taxiing and engine startup. Okay, so what else do we have to do? Initial flight is out to the flight level 100, so that is there as well. So it's good. Let's turn on the constraints on both the sides, and we go the flap 1. First, actually, lock the flight deck.
Pardon, j'ai perdu le titre de l'avion. Un avion de ligne sur vos 12 heures. Rapide.
Oh, we already have flaps 1, good, yeah. And our squawk is 5610.
Et Caravelle 04 Victor, un léger sur vos 3 heures, rappelez en vue.
On a visuel et on est en léger aussi, un Caravelle 04 Victor.
Caravelle 04 Victor, oui en effet, j'avais pas vu, merci.
And after departure, we will need to change
Charlie Echo, fin de vente arrière.
to approach maybe 134.
Pour Charlie Echo, négatif,
475.
maintien vente arrière pour le moment, je vous rappelle.
134,
Prolonge la
475.
vente arrière pour Charlie Echo.
134, 475. This is for after departure probably. Okay, so that's loaded up as well. So I think we should be ready for pushback once the boarding has been completed, obviously. So let's have a look at the departure that we have been given. So we go to the Navigraph chart section, and we go to the Nice, Côte d'Azur, and we go to the departure.
Caravelle 04 Victor, les vents 210 degrés, sineux, piste 04
EPOLO.
gauche, autorisé atterrissage.
Autorisé atterrissage, piste 04 gauche, Caravelle 04 Victor.
7 Alpha, this one. And let's also...
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, réduisez votre vitesse.
On réduit Fox Charlie Echo. À quelle vitesse souhaitez-vous que nous réduisions?
Votre vitesse minimum clean speed.
Minimum clean speed, Fox Charlie Echo. Et Fox Charlie Echo, est-ce qu'on peut tourner en base?
Fox Charlie Echo affirmatif, étape de base autorisée.
So 04 right.
Tourne en base, Fox Charlie Echo.
So we will be taxiing like this. Let's have a look. 04 right, so we'll be taxiing. What does this mean? Probably to uniform. Can we see what this is? Let's have a look. Auto 01, and we cross 04 left, and then Victor. So we'll hear this momentarily, so let's request push and start. Well, once we have everybody on the board, obviously. Okay, is there anything else we can do for ourselves for now? Do not think actually there is, except to just wait for the boarding to complete, and that has been completed. Beautiful. Okay.
Fox Charlie Echo, vous pouvez reprendre votre
There we
vitesse.
go.
Vitesse libre, Fox Charlie Echo, et nous sommes donc en...
And let's see if there's a taxi chart maybe.
Pour quelle piste, s'il vous plaît?
À piste 04 droite pour un toucher.
Piste 04 droite pour le toucher, on continue de l'approche, Fox Charlie Echo.
Fox Charlie Echo, rappelez en finale, piste 04 droite.
On rappellera courte finale, 04 droite, Fox Charlie Echo.
Et piste 04 gauche, dégagez, Caravelle 04 Victor.
To
Caravelle
Sierra
04 Victor,
Foxtrot
bienvenue à
uniform.
Nice, roulez jusqu'au parking kilo, via droite sur uniforme.
Foxtrot
Et de toute façon,
uniform.
au choix.
À droite sur uniforme, parking
Alpha
kilo, Caravelle
1.
04 Victor. Merci.
HS1, Alpha 2, Victor, and Sierra holding Whiskey 3. So I'm writing down what I expect to be the taxi route. One moment please, I will be back momentarily.
East Tower Low, Vueling 1516, edge stand 12, with information India on board, because now far to Barcelona.
Vueling 1516, you are clear to Barcelona via the EPOLO 7 Alpha departure, runway 04 right, initial climb flight level 100 and squawk 5612.
This is Barcelona via 07 Alpha departure. departure, runway 04 right, initially flight level 100,
so here we are.
unsquawking 56, 12 for Vueling 1516.
Vueling 1516,
Okay,
feedback correct.
so our
approach
pushback
push and
will
start.
be
Break, Foxtrot Charlie Echo,
would be north
les vents
to
210 degrés, 5 nœuds, piste
the
04
east.
droite, autorisé au toucher.
So as left. Okay. So we go to the ground services. We remove the chokes, and that's also the APU has been started up.
Good evening.
Turn on the APU bleed.
528 is on
External
the Alpha approach.
power can be disengaged, turned off.
Swiss 528 Miss Tower, good evening. Continue approach, you are number 1, runway 04 left.
Continue, number 1. Swiss 528.
Vueling 812 ready for push and start. Vueling 812, we are ready for push and start, please.
Charlie Echo, rappelez en vente arrière avec vos intentions.
It looks like they're not hearing us again.
Appel en vente arrière,
Otherwise, usually they'll say something like hold short or you know, just a standby. Vueling 812 reporting ready for push and start. Anyone understand what might be going on? Please let me know. It's quite interesting.
Charlie Echo, nous sommes en vente arrière pour un stop and go.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, maintenez vente arrière et rappelez étape de base.
On maintient le vente arrière, on rappelle pour tourner en étape de base, pour Charlie Echo.
Swiss 528, wind 210 degrees, 5 knots, runway 04 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 4 left, Swiss 528.
Good evening, Vueling 812, reporting ready for push and start, please.
1516, ready for start.
Vueling 1516, push and start approved, facing east, QNH 1016.
Business approved, face east, QNH 1016, Vueling 1516.
Charlie Echo, prêt à tourner en base.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, autorisé base, rappelé en finale, piste 04 droite pour stop and go.
Rappel final 04 droite pour Charlie Echo.
Greenland 443, Miss Tower, good evening. You are clear to Stuttgart via the Irmar 7 Alpha departure. Runway 04 right, initial climb flight level 100 and squawk 1000.
Yeah, please pick up via EMAS 7 Alpha departure, squawk 1000 for
Greenland 449, just confirm departure runway 04 right.
confirm departure runway 04 right.
Some guy says, I just found out the reason of the problem. Push to talk doesn't work when the V-pilot window is not active. That is normally caused by running FSX as an admin. No.
Runway vacated.
Swiss 528, welcome to Nice. Taxi to gate 8 Charlie, straight ahead via Foxtrot.
Straight ahead, 8 Charlie, via Foxtrot for Swiss 528.
Côte Charlie Echo, final 04 droite.
60 Charlie Echo, les vents 210 degrés 5 nœuds, piste 04 droite, autorisé stop and go.
Autorisé atterrissage, piste 04 droite, Côte Charlie Echo.
Let's quickly disconnect and reconnect. I changed the server, but it could be that the VATSIM, the V-pilot needs to be in front, which is obviously insane. Vueling 812, reporting ready for push and start, please. It is awfully quiet now, isn't it? So let us reconnect. So hopefully in the future this will go a little smoother. So let's connect again. Please we got sound, that's one thing. So we'll try one thing now, which is out of the box, out of the window.
Tour, rebonsoir, mise en route pour Calvi autorisé, départ Saudry 7 Alpha, piste 04 droite, montée initiale niveau 7-0 et transpondeur 1000.
Saudry 7 Alpha, niveau 070, transpondeur 1000, Caravelle 03 Victor.
Caravelle 03 Victor, la recture est
Please
correcte,
do not crash.
en mise en route et le repoussage.
Wilco, merci.
Good evening, Vueling 812, reporting ready for push and start, please. Does not seem to work, so let's...
Bonsoir, ici Beauty 250 Alpha, c'est pas d'où?
Puis 250 Alpha, Nice-Tour, bonsoir, je vous reçois 5 sur 5.
Beauty 250 Alpha avec l'information India en bord, demandant clearance mise en pied-à-terre à destination de Francfort.
Tweetjet 250 Alpha, mise en route pour Francfort approuvé, départ Basip 7 Alpha, piste 04 droite, montée initiale niveau 100 et transpondeur 1000.
Mise en pilote approuvée pour Francfort via Valier 7 Alpha, départ 04 droite, montée ici à niveau 100 et on affiche 1000. Je suis jet 250 Alpha.
Jet 250 Alpha, la relecture est correcte. Rappelez prêt pour mise en route et repoussage.
On rappelle la mise en route et repoussage, puis jet 250 Alpha.
Bonsoir, Vueling 812 requesting push and start.
Vueling 812, push and start approved facing east, QNH 1016.
QNH 1016, push and start facing east, Vueling 812. Okay, so apparently that's it. I have to have the window active, so later I will find out how to get around that, because that's obviously total nonsense.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo Nice Tour.
Alright, so let's push and start, people. Let's call up the tug. Ground services.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, est-ce que vous avez une estimation du temps nécessaire pour la réparation?
And the tug is coming.
Ok, c'est bien reçu, vous pouvez rester là. Et Foxtrot Charlie Echo, rappelez lorsque vous serez prêt.
So we make sure the parking brake is off. And the engine mode selector is on the ignition / start position.
Vueling 1516, taxi, holding point, runway 04 left via Tango, Charlie, and Charlie 1.
Okay, so we're ready for push and start, so let's push back.
Left via Tango, Charlie, and Hotel Charlie 1, Vueling 1516.
So we're pushing back, so let's start up engine number 2.
Nice, really good evening, Calgary 614, stand Bravo 16, good information India on board, request for clearance destination Frankfurt.
Calgary 614, Nice Tower, good evening. You are clear to Frankfurt via the Basic 7 Alpha departure, runway 04 right, initial climb, flight level 100 and squawk 1000.
Calculate destination Frankfurt via Basic 7 Alpha, runway 04 right, and climb initially 100, squawk 1000, Calgary 614.
Calgary 614, read back correct, report ready for push and start.
We approach ready, Calgary 614.
Ryanair 42 en signal pour la sauvegarde gauche.
Ryanair 42 Nice Tour, bonsoir, continue approche, vous êtes numéro 1, piste 04 gauche.
On est numéro 1, piste 04 gauche.
So let's start up engine number 1 as well.
À demande mise en route, on repoussera par Caravelle 03 Victor.
À toute station, Caravelle 03 Victor, pouvez-vous répéter?
À demande mise en route, on repoussera par 03 Victor.
Caravelle 03 Victor, mise en route approuvée, rappelez pas pour le roulage.
Rappel pour rouler 03 Victor.
Okay.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, prêt au départ.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, les vents 210
Okay,
degrés,
so here we are.
39,
Parking brake.
piste 04 droite, autorisé décollage.
Les vents copiés, 04 droite, autorisé décollage, Foxtrot Charlie Echo.
So it is definitely getting some bad frame rate now.
Ryanair 449 ready for test and test.
Turn on the taxi lights and the nose wheel steering lights.
Greenland 449er, push and start approved, facing east, QNH 1016. Ryanair 42, les vents 210 degrés 5 nœuds, piste 04 gauche, autorisé atterrissage.
So let's have the ground charts with us now. So probably
Demande roulage, Caravelle 03 Victor.
Foxtrot,
All stations stay by 1, stand by 1, I
Uniform.
just got disconnected.
and then to Alpha 1, Hotel Sierra 1, Alpha 2, Victor, Whiskey 3 or Quebec 3, unless they want us at Alpha 3, which should be no problem for the Airbus A320. So we are currently standing by because the controller reported a problem with his connection.
Caravelle 03 Victor, passez votre message.
Après à rouler, Caravelle 03 Victor.
Caravelle 03 Victor, roulez jusqu'au point d'attente, piste 04 gauche via Tango, Charlie et Charlie Unité.
Tango, Charlie, Charlie Unité, point d'attente, piste 04 gauche, Caravelle 03 Victor.
Ryanair 42, on dégage la 04 gauche.
Ryanair 42, bienvenue à Nice, roulez jusqu'à la porte 8 Alpha via Golf et Tango.
On roule jusqu'à la porte 8 Alpha via Golf et Tango.
Alright, so let's have pen and paper ready and see if we can request taxi clearance.
Caravelle 03 Victor, vous allez avoir un Boeing 737 qui arrive sur votre gauche. Laissez-le passer s'il vous plaît.
Visuel, on laisse passer le 737 gauche, Caravelle 03 Victor.
Pour l'écho, on a eu un petit problème, on va devoir se déconnecter à cet endroit-là.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, merci, bonne soirée.
Bonsoir, Vueling 812, ready for taxi.
Vueling 812, stand by 1, I'll call you back. Greenland 449er, are you ready for push?
Greenland 449er, need 1 minute.
Roger, Greenland 449er, cancel pushback clearance, I will call you back. Vueling 812, taxi to holding point runway 04 left via right on Tango, Charlie and Charlie 1.
To holding point 04 left via Charlie Tango and Charlie 1, is that correct, sir?
Vueling 812, correct.
Okay, thank you. Charlie Tango, Charlie, Charlie 1.
Ready for push and start.
Let's have a look at what that is.
614% start approach facing east, QNH 1016.
Tango.
QNH 1016, push and start approach facing east, Outlook 614.
Charlie 1.
Vueling 1516, cross runway 04 left, then taxi to holding point Quebec 3, runway 04 right.
Oh, they're taking us in between here? Okay, nice. So let's have a look. Tango, Charlie and Charlie 1. Let's hope we can find this. We did have clearance, please, so let's get the thing going. So, parking brake disengaged, and a little bit of thrust. And let's roll.
250, patientez une minute, je vous rappelle.
Looks there's traffic in front of us, actually.
It looks like you are not on the right place. Please take any gate on your right.
J'allais vous appeler, effectivement, je crois que j'ai manqué la porte Ryanair 32, donc la prochaine sera à droite, c'est ça?
Oui, tout à fait. Prenez la première porte sur votre droite, merci. Vueling 812, hold position, please.
Copy that, 812 holding position. So that's the Ryanair you were talking about, and they were advised to turn right here and go to, I believe it's November something. 812 holding position.
Jet 250 Alpha, Nisto, vous vouliez un repoussage?
Affirmatif, 250 Alpha.
Jet 250 Alpha, mise en route et repoussage approuvé face au sud, QNH 10-16.
Vous pouvez approuver face au sud de 10-16, Jet 250 Alpha.
Caravelle 03 Victor, traversez la piste 04 gauche, puis roulez sur via Whisky pour le point d'attente Alpha 3, piste 04 droite.
On traverse piste 04 gauche, roule via Whisky, on est capable Bravo 3, piste 04 droite, Caravelle 03 Victor.
Caravelle 03 Victor, c'est bien reçu, et roulez jusqu'au point d'attente Bravo 3, 04 droite alors.
Merci, Bravo 3, piste 04 droite, Caravelle 03 Victor.
Vueling 812, taxi to holding point Charlie 1, runway 04 left via Tango, Charlie, and Charlie 1.
Tango, Charlie, and Charlie 1 to holding point 04 left. Can you confirm, please, Tango, is that the first to the right, sir?
Vueling 812, affirmative. Tango is the first on your right.
Thank you, sir. I feel like 812. Alright, so let's do this. So, a little bit of forward thrust.
Vueling 1516, wind 210 degrees, 5 knots, runway 04 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff from 04 right, Vueling 1516.
I gotta say, it's a really cool. When it works, it is just totally cool, man, to do this stuff on the VATSIM network. So, Tango is the first to the right. And then we go right to the Charlie, I believe.
Cargolix 614, are you ready for taxi?
A3 ready for taxi, Cargolix 614.
Cargolix 614, wonderful. Taxi to holding point Charlie 1 via Sierra, right on Tango, Charlie, and Charlie 1.
Okay, taxi to hold point Charlie 1 via Sierra, right on Tango, Charlie, hold point Charlie 1, Cargolix 614.
So we are on Tango now. Let's double check if we're doing good or not.
Ryanair 42, on fixe la fréquence, merci pour votre service et bonne soirée.
They do not seem to find us.
Ryanair 42, changement de fréquence approuvé, merci de votre passage à Nice et bonne soirée. With 528, frequency change approved. Merci de votre passage à Nice. Good evening.
Thank you, bye.
Caravelle 03 Victor,
Okay, we go straight, I guess.
04 droite et attendez.
Je m'aligne piste 04 droite et j'attends Caravelle 03 Victor.
Let's turn down the primary flight display a little bit there. Exit a
Vueling
little.
1516, contact Nice approach 134 decimal 475. Bye bye.
You should approach on 134, decimal 475.
And then we go left.
Vueling 1516.
First
Bye-bye.
opportunity we get, basically. Oh, which actually would be here then, really? Does not seem so. Hopefully we do not get into trouble.
Tour Fox 54 Charlie Echo, est-ce que vous êtes toujours notre temps de vol?
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, oui, j'ai bien reçu votre plan de vol.
Fox 54 Charlie Echo, on est toujours à TBM 900, une personne à bord, on souhaiterait repartir en tour de piste, l'avion est réparé et nous sommes prêts au roulage.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, transpondeur, ah bah c'est mon transpondeur 7002 si vous avez déjà mis, et roulez jusqu'au point d'attente Charlie Unité, piste 04 gauche, lorsque vous êtes prêt.
Et on va rouler Charlie Unité.
So it looks like we overshot the target after all.
Uniforme, si ça vous va.
So let's check with the controller.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, uniforme, c'est parfait.
Jet 250 alpha, nous sommes à circuler.
Jet 250 alpha, répétez s'il vous plaît.
Jet 250 alpha, nous sommes prêts à circuler.
Jet 250 Alpha, roulez jusqu'au point d'attente. Charlie Unité, piste 04 gauche via Charlie et Charlie Unité.
On circule jusqu'à l'écart 04 gauche via Charlie Unité, Jet 250 Alpha.
Et caravelle 03 Victor, les vents 210 degrés 4 nœuds, piste 04 droite, autorisé au décollage.
Autorisé décollage, piste 04 droite, caravelle 03 Victor.
Tower of Vueling 812, my apologies, looks like we missed Charlie 1. Please assist.
Yeah, Vueling 812, no worries, continue taxi via Tango Alpha and Alpha 1 for holding point runway 04 left.
Thank you. Taxi to via Alpha 1 to holding point 04 left, Vueling 812.
And cargo lift 614, cross runway 04 left, then taxi to holding point Quebec 3 via Whiskey.
Cross runway 04 left,
So let's have
taxi
another
via
look. So
Whiskey
Tango
to hold point Quebec 3.
by Alpha. Basically we go straight and then the road turns to the left. And there we hold at Alpha 1. Okay.
Speedbird 553 East Tower, good evening, continue approach, you are number 1, runway 04 left.
So I guess the map looks a little bigger on the chart there, as it yes.
Oh, green on 449er, sorry, I forgot about you, push and start approved, facing southwest, QNH 1016.
Well, that's a very friendly controller. It's nice of him to forgive us our navigational mistake here. We're not holding up any traffic. No, that's good then.
Speedbird 553, wind 210 degrees, 4 knots, runway 04 left, clear to land.
Roger, clear to land to Speedbird 553.
Okay, so this is where Tango turns into Alpha. Let's watch the speed a little bit. Try to take these turns at no more than 15 knots.
Caravelle 03 Victor, contactez Nice approche sur 134 décimales 475. Bon vol et à bientôt.
Contact Nice approche 134 décimales 475. Merci, salut, caravelle 03 Victor.
Bonne soirée.
Holding point 04 left. Parking brake.
Jet 250 Alpha, nous sommes à l'écart Charlie Unité.
Wow, there's an aircraft landing. Awesome.
Jet 250 Alpha, traversez la piste 04 gauche.
Let's push a little further.
Au point d'attente Whiskey 3, piste 04 droite via Whiskey.
On traverse à 04 gauche, on circule Whiskey jusqu'à l'écart Whiskey 3, 04 droite, ici Jet 250 Alpha.
Alpha Charlie Echo, on rejoint Charlie Unité derrière le ticket et nous sommes prêts au départ.
So what can we expect now? We are at Alpha 1.
Charlie Echo, c'est bien reçu. Alignez-vous piste
Alpha
04
2,
gauche,
Vector,
attendez.
Whiskey 3.
On s'aligne et on attend piste 04.
Alpha 2, Vector and Whiskey 3.
Green 449er.
So I am expecting Alpha
2, 04 left via Tango
Vector
and Charlie.
and then Whiskey 3. Looks like a A380.
Speedbird 553, welcome to Nice. Taxi to gate 10 Alpha via Golf and Tango.
Cargo 614, report 04 left.
Cavalry 614, wind 210 degrees, 4 knots, runway 04 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 04 right, Cavalry 614.
Speedbird 553, did you copy the taxi clearance?
ATM, copy the taxi clearance, taxi to stand 10 Alpha via Golf Tango.
Thank you very much, correct. And Vueling 812, cross runway 04 left, then taxi, holding point Whiskey 3, runway 04 right, via Whiskey.
Cross runway 04 left, via Whiskey, is that correct, sir?
Vueling 812, correct.
Alright, so let's do this. And let's have a look where is Whiskey. Okay. So we go not Victor, but we go Whiskey, and then we go to Whiskey 3. Or maybe, oh actually, Alpha 3 I guess. Let's try that, okay. So basically we go straight and we hold at Alpha 3. Okay. Let's get this thing going before new traffic comes. So a little more thrust. And I'm back to normal thrust, just so we get this thing going a little bit quicker.
Tweetjet 250 Alpha, alignez-vous, piste 04 droite et attendez.
On s'aligne, on attend, Tweetjet 250 Alpha.
And then it is not the first to the right, the second. Let's have a really good look here at the markings.
Greenland 449er, taxi, holding point, runway 04 right, via Whiskey, and Quebec 3, crossing 04 left is approved. Vueling 812, are you able for Alpha 3 intersection departure?
Vueling 812, yes sir, that's affirmative, we are ready for Whiskey 3 departure.
Vueling 812, it was just for my information, hold position.
Copy that, holding position, Vueling 812. Yeah, so we should have gone right there. I guess I panicked. It's a little hard to see in the dark for me. But excuses.
614, squawk mode Charlie.
That's a good reminder to squawk Charlie in a bit. That's not the jet.
Cavalry 614, thank you. Contact Nice approach on 134.475. Enjoy your flight. Goodbye.
134.475, Cavalry 614. Merci, monsieur, bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
So let's wait for the departing aircraft. We could make our lives more difficult and have a look. Usually it should say what is the difference from the runway length. Let's have a look. Maybe it's not on this chart, but you can tell the Airbus when you're flying from another intersection. It might be, let's have a look.
Tweetjet 250 Alpha, les vents 210 degrés, 4 nœuds, piste 04 droite, autorisé au décollage.
Autorisé au décollage, piste 0, correction 04 droite, Tweetjet 250 Alpha.
Bonsoir, bonsoir, Visage 3558, on est parking Alpha 100 avec aucune information à bord. Demande en roulage pour les temps de piste.
VistaJet 6558, Nice Tour, rebonsoir. Je vérifie la piste, je vous rappelle. Vueling 812, line up and wait, runway 04 right.
Line up and wait, 04 right, Vueling 812. Alright, so let's line up and wait. Let's turn on the nose wheel, the takeoff lights. And these lights as well, and speed brake to max. Then we should be ready for fully configured for takeoff. We can maybe quickly check while we're lining up. Everything appears to be normal. So we are lining up now.
Jet 250 Alpha, contacté, Nice approche sur 134 décimales 475. Bon vol, à bientôt.
On contacte l'approche de Nice 134 475, puis de 50 Alpha, merci, bonsoir.
Bonne soirée à vous aussi. Break, VistaJet 6558. Prévoyez un départ 04 gauche et transpondeur 7003 et rappelez prêt pour le roulage.
And alert the crew that we are ready for takeoff as well.
Sur piste 04 gauche, transpondeur 7003, VistaJet 6558, on rappelle prêt pour le roulage.
Et VistaJet 6558, les tours de piste main droite.
Sur la piste main droite de la ventouse gauche, les télévisions.
So we're waiting for the sign to take off.
Et de VistaJet 6558, on est en roulage.
VistaJet 6558, roulez point d'attente Charlie Unité de la piste 04 gauche via uniforme.
On roule jusqu'au point d'attente Charlie Unité de la piste 04 gauche via uniforme, VistaJet 6558.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, les vents 210 degrés, 4 nœuds, piste 04 gauche, autorisé décollage. Et Foxtrot Charlie Echo, rappelez en finale, piste 04 droite après.
On rappelle en finale 04 droite, Fox Charlie Echo.
04 droite, that's our website. That's our runway. Looks like we should be fully ready for the takeoff. Let's just double check with flap 1. Here is this box where you can say your takeoff shift, but I'm not really sure what to put in there. Usually I think it's a number in feet, but I guess it's fine for now. The other ones will be a little bit confused, but... Okay, so now we wait. It is awfully quiet. We are still connected, right?
Vueling 812, wind 210 degrees, 4 knots, runway 04 right, clear for takeoff.
Wind 210 degrees, 4 knots, 04 right, clear for takeoff, Vueling 812. Okay, that's our takeoff clearance. So, parking brake disengaged. Oops, looks like you were still, okay. Okay, so we're rolling, finally. 80 knots. Get ready for V1.
Adolfo 6558,
Rotate.
je vous rappelle d'ici 2 minutes.
Okay, we have departure. AP1 goes on. Positive rate, gear go up. Gear is up.
Tower, clear for Delta Tango November, good evening.
Thrust lever, now back to climb.
Sierra Papa Delta Tango November, East Tower, good evening, pass your message.
East Tower, clear for Delta Tango November, send number 117, request startup and clearance for traffic pattern.
Flaps go up.
Sierra Papa Delta Tango November,
Thanks, turn them on.
You are cleared for patterns. Expect runway 04 left and set squawk 7004.
Oh, it's the wrong ones.
Cleared for pattern runway 04 left, squawk 7000, Sierra Papa Delta November.
Gerard.
Au final. Ryanair 691 Romeo AMP Alpha 04 left.
Foxtrot Charlie Echo, les vents 210 degrés 4 nœuds, piste 04 droite, autorisé toucher.
Pour un stop and go 04 droite, Fox Charlie Echo.
Fox Charlie Echo, ça ne va pas être possible si vous pouvez faire un touch and go, ça m'arrangerait.
So this is Nice by night.
Request Ryanair 681 Romeo, Tower, good evening, continue approach, you are number 1, runway 04 left.
Okay, number 1, 04 left.
We should be expecting the handover
Read on 449er, line up and wait, runway 04 right.
to approach. We go to standard QNH, we have transition altitude.
Le Sajet 6558, confirmé transpondeur 7003.
Oh, are we just walking Charlie?
Merci beaucoup.
So are we getting a handoff? Let's have a look. Or do we go ourselves?
Sierra Tango November, please confirm squawk 7004.
Squawk 7004, stand by Sierra Tango November.
Sierra Tango November, thank you very much. When ready, taxi to holding point Charlie 1, runway 04 left via Tango and Charlie.
Can you please repeat Sierra Tango November?
Yeah. Sierra Tango November, when ready, taxi to holding point Charlie 1, runway 04 left via Tango and Charlie.
When ready, we'll taxi.
Yes, here we go. Let's have a look.
04 left via Tango and Charlie, Sierra Tango November.
Please contact me. Okay, here we go. So we switch. Nice approach, Vueling 812 with you.
Vueling 812, hello sir, identified, climb level 140, direct Respo.
Climb level 140, direct Respo, Vueling 812. 140. And direct Respo, which we are already doing, so that's good. Okay, so 10,000 feet. So let's have a look. We can turn off the landing light, and the seatbelt signs can come off as well. You can turn off the APU and the APU bleed. Let's have a look at the temperature inside the cabin. Make sure everybody is feeling cool. Got 20, 21, 21. These are nice temperatures. That's pretty good. So we're on our way, people. Finally, on the VATSIM network. On our way. It's been a while since we've flown live on the VATSIM.
Vueling 812, Northwest ATC available, frequency change approved, bye-bye.
Frequency change approved, thank you for the service, have a good day, bye-bye. Vueling 812. Okay, so that's it, so we'll be going to 122.8. So from now on, basically, we are on our own. I guess we could just climb to our cruising altitude, which is 310. So let's go ahead and do that. 310. And there we go. So let's have a look. So this is what we ask the aircraft to fly to 310. We ask it to follow the lateral navigation, and we ask it to follow the managed speed mode. And what it is actually trying to do is thrust is to climb, which is correct. It's going to a set altitude that we set, which is flight level 310. It is in climb mode, and it's following navigation. We got autopilot 1 engaged. We got flight directory 1 and flight directory 2 turned on, which is these buttons. Let's see. Well, that is basically it. We are following our flight plan now. And let's zoom out. If we go to our flight plan page, and let's look at the current time is 20:29 UTC. Our expected time of arrival is 21:49 UTC, which is in about 1 hour and 30 minutes or so. 1 hour and 20 minutes, something like that. Okay. So for now we're just cruising. So maybe somewhere down the road, who knows? There might be some other controllers online. So there's the south of France. And pretty cool. Let's have a look at the world map. So this is going to be our flight for today. So let's turn on a little bit of music for a bit. And I will be stepping away from the flight deck for just a little bit. Actually, maybe we can turn off the 1 second. We can turn off the lights in the dome. I believe it should then be. This is a really good look. Is that also in the back? No, that is not. So I would like a little bit of light here, really. Just a bit. And then I think we do this through the FB. Cabin, so we turn on the cabin lights. Let's turn on a bit of experimental music. So hopefully you enjoyed the little music that we had there. Obviously, me being the Funky Scene Pilot, I'm the producer of all the music that you will hear. So there will be no copyright infringement and all that. You know what I mean. And who knows, man? Maybe we can write something. Maybe we can write something new. that. Yeah, that's for all this the in-flight entertainment, and we might have some other moments of music. In a bit, let's have a look at our position, and let's also see when we should start to get ready for our descent. First, let me see. Maybe is there any other controllers online? Around this time, I would not expect Madrid to be online. Actually, looks like they're not online. So let's have a look. Let's go back to the flight deck. Okay, so what's our situation? We are at flight level 310. We are at cruise altitude. That is good. We're still following navigation, and we are at Mach speed. We can actually go a little faster, so let's do that. See if we can push to 0.81 Mach. Usually you can. There you go. And at ADUXO, if I read that correctly, it looks like our flight plan might sort of end there for now. So let's just have a look at our flight plan. You go to your pilot briefing, the OFP. Let's zoom in to make our lives easier. So definitive route is from Nice, 0 foot right. We have the EPOLO 7 Alpha departure. So we go land at 32 left by the ADUXO 1 Delta arrival. So let's first 32 left. So let's first have a look at what is the meter. So we go to Fenix. We click on the My Flight button. And let's have a look. Arrival is retrieving the meter now from the Madrid airport. 130 at 5 knots. QNH 1018. 205 degrees. So 130 at 5 knots. So let's pull up the charts. That is the wrong button. So we are flying towards Barcelona at the moment. Let's see. So the airport for Madrid. Let's have a look at let's have a look at the ground charts and see if we can find the one that just is called airport. Usually they just call it airport. Taxi routings. So looks like we're going to have to click through a couple of charts, I guess. So these are all not appearing to be it, so for now, let's see, departure, maybe we can use this one, no. My apologies. Usually there should be one where you can see the airport diagram. Creation of new stands, works, airport, oh there you go. Let's put a star there so we don't have to look for it again. So they said wind 130, so I would assume, let's have a look, maybe we can then land on 14. That would actually make a lot of sense, right? 1 for right or 1 for left. I guess the least taxi would be if we take 1 for right, so let's go for 1 for right. So then what we will do, so we go to arrival. We were given the ADUXO 1 Delta. So let's just start by having a look at that. ADUXO 1 Delta, so let's have a look at what this chart is saying. ADUXO 1 Delta. So obviously this is probably not for our unless, let's have a look. ADUXO 1 Delta takes you to Cirgo. So we might need a different one. Let's have a look at what the options are in the MCDU. So we go to arrival and we choose the ILS 1 for right. Is there no ILS, only 1 for? You got to be kidding me. For the approach, what are the options? Carrier 3, 1 is left. So we might have to take the 1.8 if 1.4 does not have ILS. I like the ILS actually. Looks like I did not see any runway 14 here at all. That must be wrong. I probably did not look correctly. But I think I've seen enough. We'll do the ILS 18. So let's turn back to the MCDO. ILS Zulu 18 left or right. Let's do ILS Zulu 18 left. ADUXO 1 Delta. And we can still do that. And we just insert it. And now we should have a complete flight plan here towards the end. I would assume it does not really look like it yet. So there might be some flight plan discontinuities. So let's just quickly run through the flight plan here. Top of descent is coming up there, and then ADUXO, and then it says flight plan discontinuity. So let's see, can we simply click clear? Okay, looks like this worked. So then this now looks a lot better. Okay, I guess this should be fine. There's the Barcelona VOR. Let's see if we can look outside the city of Barcelona, people. That is actually the airport of Barcelona. So the VOR is almost completely under us. That's pretty cool. Our speed is still fine. It's good, so we're going a little faster. That's always nice. So the Airbus is telling us that this will be our top of descent. Always like to be a little bit ahead of the plan if possible. So let's have a look at the ADUXO 1 Delta arrival. Let's have a look at what that's telling us, and then we can see what the constraints might be. So let's go for ILS 18 right. ILS Zulu runway 18 left. ILS Zulu runway 18 left. So which one did we end up choosing now? Oh, apologies, but let's have a look again here. 18 left, okay, cool. So that means, where is it? Category 23, ILS Zulu runway 23. ILS Zulu, category 3, ILS Zulu runway 18 left. Yeah, so we put a star there, finally. And then let's have a look at the arrival, which is the ADUXO 1 Delta, and we'll put a star into that as well. So now basically what we'll do, we go to the start, and here we can have a look. So the ADUXO 1 Delta arrival will look like this. We'll be coming from ADUXO, and what is the situation there? I think we should be at 10,000 feet. So we could say at ADUXO we want to be at 10,000. So you go to your progress page, and you type in ADUXO. and you put it here, and this will tell you how far you are from ADUXO. So we are 179 nautical miles from ADUXO. Now the calculation is fairly simple. Flight level 310, we want to be at 10,000, so we deduct 10,000, and what remains is then 210,000. Basically, you then take 2,1 and you multiply by 3, which is 6,3, and make that 6,4. So around 64 nautical miles distance from ADUXO, we should start our descent to 10,000 feet. So what we can do is create a ring, and let's see how we do this again. I believe you go to flight plan. I think you actually just go to your flight plan and you find the waypoint that says ADUXO. You click on that, and there is the button that says fix info. Reference fix. How does this work again? Do I type in ADUXO? Because probably it doesn't really matter, it's just a fix anyway. Yeah, and then you can radius, let's make that 64 nautical miles. And now, if you look at your chart, it will tell you a radius around the ADUXO. So that means when we probably reach the nexus, around the nexus, that is where we should start our top of descent. So let's do that. So we have one visual reminder here, and we also have the countdown, if you will, here in the progress page, and we can see when this reaches 65. It's in 100 nautical miles we should start our descent. So it's probably an okay time now to also start to enter the arrival information. So you go to your performance page, and there you select approach. And now we'll have to switch back and forth a little bit. We go back to Fenix and we'll get the latest meter. Now it says 260 at 6 knots. This is like playing with us, man. How did it change so much? So we're landing with a crosswind. I'm gonna do it. 260 6 knots, 1017 and 31 degrees. 260 at 6, 31 1017. Let's see if I remember. Or maybe, you know what? Just write it down. So we got 260 at 6 knots, 31 degrees and 1017. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I forget. When I write down, don't have to remember. 1017, 31 degrees and 260 at 6. Oh, that's the wrong button. 260 at 6. You put that there. Okay. Transition flight level 130. We can check on the chart if that's true. It may say on this one, but probably or usually or mostly it will say on the final approach chart. So let's pull that one up, and here it will say transition altitude flight level 130 or 13,000 feet. So that's correct. And here we can also see the glide slope will start at 6,000. So what was the airport elevation? That's fairly high. It's about 2,000 feet. So around 4,000 feet above the ground. So 6,000 feet will be the glide slope intercept. where the glide slope will start. And I think we should be able to go for category 3 Bravo, I guess. Or are we Alpha? Let's do the Alpha. We put in decision height 50. If you put in 50 in the Baro, I think this is your decision height, but you should be able to see here MDA, so probably we should be in the other one, 50. That's decision height, okay. Okay, so the arrival information looks as if it's all been set. We're going to do a full flap landing. The approach speed, velocity at approach is 136 knots. So 260, which means that what I said earlier, we will have a crosswind landing in that case. 260 is from around here, but we'll do it anyway. So I guess that's it for the most part. We now just sit and wait until we reach our top of descent. Which will be in about 60 nautical miles or so. See, there's another aircraft out there. Looks to be slightly above us. It also actually says the top of descent here, which is slightly before where we put it. So exciting times, getting ready for the descent. must have been the shortest in-flight entertainment. Let's see, actually there's a little correction. Oh, let me turn down the music. There's a little correction to what I said earlier. It says here the top of descent, but we calculated our top of descent should actually be here. You can have a look at the flight plan. It should say where it wants us to be. So it's Ramon 310, and then at the ADUXO we go to 286. So it's taking us down incrementally. But we're going to stick with our plan nonetheless. Let's go to the progress page. Oh, there's somebody saying hey to us. Hello, Kuwait Doom Q. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Welcome, welcome aboard flight Vueling 812. We're flying from Nice to Madrid, and we're about to get ready for our descent into Madrid in Spain. One thing we should not forget, as a note to myself, is to change the speed back to the managed mode before we start our descent, so we do not overshoot and or rather actually overspeed. So judging from this 72.8 nautical miles, we established that we should start our descent at 64 nautical miles. We can have a look at what the wind condition is. We have a headwind, so it wouldn't hurt if we start our descent a little earlier, I guess. So you know what, I'd rather be a little earlier. So let's go back to managed mode, and we descend to 10,000 feet. Oops, let's do 10,000 then. Make that 10, 10, there you go. Okay, and then there you go. It is descending. It is not yet on idle. But I guess for now that's okay. At least we are below the green dot there, which means that we are still under our descent profile. So that's always good. Could obviously have a look at the terrain. see if there's any big mountains or anything, but I do not expect it here. And you should also be able to see what your descent speed should be. It's 0.74 Mach or 303 knots. We are definitely below that actually, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. We're still below the descent profile, so that's all that matters for me at this stage. We will have to wait until we're at 10,000 feet. And then we should get ready. Things should start to, events should start to follow up each other a lot quicker. Let's see if we can turn up the music for a little bit and maybe see if my guitar is in tune. Maybe next time I could just create some track for myself to play solos over on the stream. Could be interesting. Right, so let's focus our attention back on the flight. Let's put the music in the background a little bit more. Hopefully it's not too loud. If it is, please let me know. So 26,000 feet. We'll also have a look at the latest meter. See if the weather is still as we thought it would be. 2606, 1017 and 31 degrees. Yeah, so that has not changed. We will still be landing on the runway 18 left though. So we should also remember QNH 1017 because when we reach flight level 130, we should actually switch to the local QNH of 1017. Currently, that is 1016 set there. Okay, so that's fine. Let's do a high deck. There we go. Oh, that's definitely not my best solo, people. But so I think that's enough of this song for now. So, we're definitely getting closer. Personally, I'm ready to let this sucker. You know, I got to go to sleep at some stage too. You know. It looked like actually earlier the VATSIM control for Barcelona actually started to come online though. But this was after we passed through there. Madrid still appears to be offline. The airport looks to be situated to the east or slightly northeast of the city. Let's say northeast of the city center, I guess. So let's see if we change now to let's have a look. No. Let's do open descent, and then thrust goes to idle. So we got a beautiful moon right there. Maybe we can see it from the flight deck somewhere. Where is it? Right there. So let's not mess with things too much now. So we are still in the VATSIM network, but unfortunately there will be no controller online at our destination. So we're 200,000 feet almost. trains beginning to arise. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. As you may have noticed, we have started our descent to our destination of Madrid. We're currently descending through 170,000 feet, and we should be expected to arrive at our destination at about 23:53 Central Time, local time. The local temperature will be 31 degrees, so it'll be nice and warm. And please make sure you go to the bathroom while you can, because in about a couple of minutes we will be turning on the seatbelt sign. We hope you enjoyed your flight. Thank you for flying Vueling. I hope to see you again soon. Okay, so we're flying straight for the moon there. (15,000 feet). We're still well below the descent profile. It's always interesting to check what is the go-around procedure, but I'm not too familiar with flying those. In case there's a missed approach, you climb on the runway heading to Bravo Romeo Alpha VOR. Where is this one? It is at the end of the runway, Barajas. So what you do, miss approach, you climb on the runway heading to the Barajas VOR. Apologies. You continue on the radio 181. Barajas to DME 12.5 from Barajas, and at 5,000 feet or below. Then you turn right and you follow the radio 265 PDT, which one is PDT? What is PDT? Direct to Rofix. See, I mean, this is where I'm getting stuck already, you know what I mean. Caution, false indications possible for a localizer and GP outside of coverage area. So at 6,000 feet will be the start of the glide slope. So let's have a look. What's our situation? We should now switch to local QNH 1017. We do this on both sides, so we have that checked. We're almost 10,000 feet. Let's do some other thingies here. Actually, we still have this on. Let's arm the ground spoilers for now. So we're at 10,000 feet, so we're leveling off. So let's go back to, let's see, can we, oh, no, wait, no. So we remain at 10,000 feet, sure, okay. Maybe zoom in a little bit and see if we can get rid of the, let's see, ADUXO fix info, and maybe we can clear this one. There you go. Okay. So we now check the flight plan. Charlie Foxtrot 18 left, we should be at 6212. So let's do this now. Let's go to 6,000. Well, let's go to 7,000 feet. And since we're below 10,000 feet, turn on the landing lights, and let's also turn on the seatbelt sign. So we're definitely getting lower to the ground here. See if we turn on the terrain, if there's anything coming up, but it looks all quite clear. So let's turn it back off then. See if we can turn on the landing system. It is actually picking up, so it's good. Let's do this for the pilot monitoring as well, for the first officer. Still well below the descent profile, or the vertical descent profile fuel. It looks like the Barajas VOR is actually in front of the runway and not on the other end. Let's see if we can confirm. It's interesting because here it would look like Barajas, and here's the airport. So I'm not too sure what is up with that, but for now I'm going to trust in the abilities of the aircraft to figure out what should be done. It could actually be the runway there, so let's just go ahead and get ready now. Things might start to follow up real quickly now. So let's go to 6,000 feet. Zoom in one level. Unfortunately, we do not read then. But that's at 6,000 feet, so that's okay. So that should be fine. 6,000 feet, as you'll remember, is also the start of the glide slope. So we got landing system is armed. So we'll do turn on the turn lights, and let's also turn on the taxi lights. Let's also start up the APU. Wait 3 seconds and you click the start button right there. And one other thing that we should be doing is we select the auto brake. We put that to low for now. We're at 7,000 feet almost. We're 20 nautical miles from the ILS. So this is looking good for now. That's good news. So now we're going to watch our speed. Speed is now managed. let's see if we can put this now back on managed. Hey, Fly with Rev, how are you doing? Hello, welcome aboard. Flight Vueling 812. We are flying from Nice, in the south of France, to Madrid, in the middle of Spain. And as you may see, we're getting ready for our final approach. Thank you very much for joining, and thank you very much for saying hello. I definitely appreciate it a lot. Hope you are well. Okay, so let's turn our attention now to the final approach. We're 16.9 nautical miles from the ILS. We're at 6,000 feet, so for now we are configured the way we want to. We will probably be having a crosswind landing with the winds coming from 260 at around 4 knots. I believe I put in 6 earlier. Well, let's keep it for now, that should be fine. So 6,000 feet, basically we're now waiting for the glide slope. So have a look. It looks like we are above the glide slope, really. Slightly. Is it slowly crawling up or not? It might be ever so slightly. So for now I'm not going to change the altitude, and we're just going to carry on at our current altitude of 6,000 feet. We're at 14.8, so what I will do is I will activate the approach phase if that is not already activated. No, so let's activate the approach phase. We confirm, and the aircraft is now in approach phase. We're now around the same altitude as the beginning of the glide slope, so let's keep on monitoring this closely. And let's also turn on the localizer. You can see the localizer. Check in your primary flight display. It is armed, it's blue, so it's blue means that we want it to follow the localizer once it intercepts. As soon as it does intercept, it should be boxed. There should be a box around it, or something similar. So the speed is now reducing, so let's go to flap 1. We might actually even be able to go flap 2 in a bit. Let's try flap 2 for now. See if the aircraft starts crying at us. We're pushing it, but it's fine for now. Okay. But we're below the glide slope. That's always good news. We will wait with the extension of the main gear until we're about I don't know, 6 to 7 or 8 nautical miles out. So speed is definitely decreasing now. And we are turning. And we should capture the localizer. Usually it's about a 30 degree angle. So once we are at a 30 degree angle from the runway, the localizer should start intercepting. The localizer is for runway 180, so around 210, around here. When this reaches this point right here in the front of us, then I guess the localizer should start to pick up. I think we can reduce, we can extend one more flaps. Yep, absolutely. And the final flap should be coming up momentarily too. We're almost at 210, so let's see if the 30 degrees theory actually seems to work out or not. There you go, it's boxed, localizer. And I'm also going to press the approach button now. And we are captured as well, so let's turn on AP2 as well. Range is 12.4 nautical miles. I'm going to try flap full now, see if it's going to work for us. Absolutely, it's good news. There's runway 18 left. Range 11.6 nautical miles. So let's have a look. So we are fully configured, as it would seem. We have the auto brake armed for low. Your flaps full. The ground spoilers are armed. So I think we have all the lights as well. Let's turn on the APU bleed. And let's, oh, maybe we should wait with calling the crew. Well, 9.6 nautical miles range. Let's quickly have a look outside to marvel at the aircraft. There you go. So we should be getting ready to deploy the landing gear. It's a beautiful sky here, man, in Barcelona. Alright, so we got the call out for 2,500 radio altitude. There you go, you can see it there in the green letters. Or the numbers actually, really. So 8.2 nautical miles. I see no evil in extending the gear now. So the gear's coming. It's still 3 red now. So wait until the gear is fully deployed. So the landing gear is fully deployed. So let's alert the cabin crew. Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing. So this is a nice and steady approach. Hopefully the touchdown will be equally as nice and steady. But we'll find out in a bit. Our speed is managed at around 136 knots. We do indeed have some crosswind from the right, but it should not be too much of a problem. Let's see what can we do with the camera view. A little more like this maybe. So range is 4.6 nautical miles. We're actually flying on VATSIM. I'm not sure if there's any traffic. Maybe I should announce. Barcelona traffic, Vueling 8.2 type aircraft, type Airbus A320. We are established localizer 18 left, range 3.4 nautical miles from the ILS. Okay, so 1,000 feet. So stand by to disengage the autopilot. I keep it on always quite long really. We're almost at 500 feet.
500.
My apologies. Okay, turning off AP1.
100 above. 100.
100.
Minimum 40. 30.
30 idle.
20.
Flare.
5.
Reverse it out. Nose will touch down. Stay on the center line. 100 knots. 80 knots. 60 knots. Reversers can go back to normal. we're rolling out, so let's look. So that's it. Welcome to Madrid, everybody. Thank you very much for checking, and thank you very much for saying hello to DoomQ and to Fly with Rev. Very much appreciate you guys saying hello. So we exit the runway right here. And it's the runway holding point. Let's quickly announce. Madrid traffic, Vueling 812, runway vacated. Let's turn off the landing lights. And yeah, let's just go find us a parking spot. That will be so interesting if you could do it like this in real life, right? Like, oh, there's a spot right there. Oh no, that plane is taking it, you know. Okay, so is this actually? Yeah, I think we can go here. Before we go any further, let's take it a little bit easy. And maybe also, oh, we can go right, I guess. I'm not really sure what's there up ahead. So we take a right here. And I see some vacant jetways there to the left. Actually a line to follow, but so now we take it easy just for a second, and what we do, we turn off all the heavy lights here, because we do not want to blind the ground personnel that is working there. I'm probably pissing off someone who is in charge of the ground procedures here at Madrid. If so, I sincerely apologize. Okay, so we will stop. See, the parking brake is set to the right. Brakes are hot. Well, that's interesting. Let's have a look at the wheel page. So I got some fairly hot brakes, but we can turn on the brake cooling system, the brake fan. So it's going to fix that problem for us. Let's have a look outside for a bit. Well, it looks like we have to be on the other side right there. Well, I see what we did. We should have been right here. I just couldn't see, man. My apologies. Okay, so let's see if the jet bay is actually still able to come. Let's first turn off the engines. Engine number 2 and engine number 1. Can open the door to the flight deck. and if there is ground power available, which is not, so we'll leave on the APU for a bit. Fortunately, the jetway is very clever, and it is still coming into service us, so that's actually very much appreciated. There, the door is opening. That's a really loud noise here. Okay, so deboarding, let's have a look what it says here. Arrived, commence deboarding, absolutely, please deboard. Okay, so we are deboarding now, so let's get rid of the seatbelt sign. And let's turn on some lights. Seatbelt sign can come off. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Welcome to Madrid. The local time is 2 minutes past midnight. The local temperature is 31 degrees Celsius. It's about 30 degrees Celsius, really. We hope you enjoyed your flight, and we hope you hope to see you again real soon. Thank you very much for flying Vueling. My name is Arkady Gidzenko. Good evening. Okay, so that is about it, people. We have arrived here in Spain, Madrid. Scenery looks actually quite nice. Unfortunately, it's dark outside, so there's not a lot to see. But nonetheless, hope you enjoyed it. Myself, I did. And when we're not going to be waiting for the boarding, and let's also disconnect from the VATSIM. There you go, we're disconnected from the VATSIM. Okay, so that's for me, everybody. Thank you very much for checking. I am your personal funky sim pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko, and hopefully see you sometime soon. Please leave a like and subscribe and all that stuff. And let's see if we can get some more flights going in the future, you know. Thank you very much for checking, and see you soon. Bye-bye.